I was going to try to film this in between the rainstorms, but it looks like it's going to downpour all over again. So I'm going to put this car back inside for now, and you're just going to have to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of it. For now, here's a little teaser. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you soon. It's hard to believe that was almost 2 years ago that I made that video, and what I realized is I never followed up with you, and I never actually made the video going over that car. It probably got picked up or it was delivered before I could actually do that. But no worries, here we are about 2 years later, and the car's back at the dealership. That's right, this vehicle was traded back into us, so now I'll get to take the time to kind of do a walk around, show you the equipment, show you the build, and also we can take a look at what a Corvette that's just under 2 years old with about 12,000 miles on it, you know, what it looks like, what's the condition. To start out, this is a 2021 Chevrolet Corvette C8 Stingray convertible. It is a 2LT, and it does have the Z51 package. Now that Z51 performance package is going to give you the performance suspension, the performance brakes, the performance exhaust, the heavy duty cooling system. It has the high performance tires, the specific Z51 rear spoiler, and it gives you the performance ratio rear axle. In my opinion, it's a must-have on the car. Back then, price on that package was $5,995. In addition to the Z51 package, this customer also ordered this vehicle with the magnetic selective ride control, which is an additional $1,895 and just really gives you the best suspension you can get on a C8 Corvette. Another mechanical feature this customer decided to add was the front lift, which basically will lift the front of the vehicle 2 inches. So if you're going into a steeper driveway, speed bumps, things like that, you can, at the touch of a button, you can raise and lower that vehicle, like I said, 2 inches. And it even has a memory bank where you can store GPS about 1,000 locations. This way it becomes automatic and you don't have to push the button on the most frequent places you would need it. This color is the ceramic matrix gray, which is a really cool color because depending on the sunlight, depending on the the amount of clouds in the sky, it can look white, it can look gray. It has a kind of a color shifting type look to it. When you put it next to like a white vehicle, that's where you really see the difference. And what I think they really did, which was nice, they had a lot of carbon flash accents. You start off, you got the carbon flash full length dual racing stripe package. That package back in 2021 was $995. They also added the carbon flash painted nacellas and roof for the convertible top. That was $1295 back in 2021. We have the 19-inch front, 20-inch rear carbon flash painted aluminum wheels with the machine edge. They added the black lug nuts for $225. Those wheels in 2021 were $995. The black lug nuts for $225, and the carbon flash painted metallic mirrors for $100. I think this spec came out great. It's a real sharp looking vehicle, and what I do like a lot is that they put a little red on the outside with the edge red painted calipers, which ties you into the interior where you have the adrenaline red and black combination. The MSRP of this C8 when it was brand new in 2021, $90,880. Right now, we have it on sale and it's technically sold. Somebody already purchased it. They didn't just pick it up yet. And it's sold right now in today's market for $88,777. That was our sale price online. And if you look here at the Carfax value actually has this car at $94,950 based on that third-party, independent source and their value system. So with this C8 and the limited production of this car based on everything that's been going on the last 2 years, this is like the first Corvette that actually holds its value. Generally, these cars didn't really hold their value that well when you looked at the C6 and the C7 generation, unless it was a specialty model like a ZR1 or a Z06, something like that. Let's start her up and have a look around. This car has no modifications. It's completely bone stock, so that's the stock exhaust on it. No modifications to the car, nothing like that. It does have, which I don't know if I mentioned yet, 12,105 miles on it. So the owner drove it, what is that, just about 7,500 miles or so a year. He had it just under 2 years. And it's in great condition. The only thing I noticed actually, look at this. I mean, this is still here from when it was brand new. And we have the original window sticker. The only thing I noticed on the car as far as any kind of damage, because all the wheels are good, no curbing, nothing like that, no scratches, no nothing on the car except this one spot here. It looks like they must have bumped something and it's causing this to kind of pop out a little bit from its clip. It's off. You can even see it there. So I'm gonna probably see if we can just have them pop that back into place. If you look on this side, actually this is the same, but the bottom one is a tighter fit. So I'm assuming the previous owner must have bumped this on something, causing that little gap there. But other than that, the car is phenomenal. It's literally in perfect condition. It just has to be detailed for when the next customer picks it up. When you put the top down, really sharp looking car. I like the fact that the nacelles are painted black. It looks great when the top is down like that. Gives it a real good look. And my favorite feature about a convertible is when the top is down, you don't lose any cargo space in the back. Generally, if you had the coupe, this is where your hard top would be if you took the hard top off the car. So here you can put a couple of overnight bags in here. You still have your storage up in the front, and you can have your top down on a road trip. In my opinion, that's the #1 difference between whether I would choose a convertible or a coupe. For a convertible, it's all about the top down and still having the storage space. With the coupe, it's obviously about seeing that rear mounted engine through the glass and having the ability to kind of do that. In this, you don't have that. You lose that novelty in a sense. In the front here, you'll see you do have your cargo space in your frunk, as they say. So again, convertible, full storage, and top down fun. This is a 2LT model, so you do have all like your comfort features, things like that along your panel here. You have your heated and ventilated seats. You know, you have all your climate controls and that sort of stuff. It does have the head-up display. So on the side of the steering wheel here, on the left side, you have some controls where you can move that display up and down, you know, make it brighter or darker and change the page of what you see. There you can kind of see it there along the lower portion of the windshield. Pretty cool feature to have, you know, especially in a car like this. If you're driving around in a spirited manner or you're on a track, you want to look forward through the windshield. You want your eyes on the road, so there you can still see some of the vitals, your speed, your tachometer, things like that. One of the things I noticed now sitting in the vehicle, if you look on the left-hand side here, obviously you'll notice, like we said earlier, we have 12,105 miles on this C8. If you look at our trip odometer, it topped out at 9,999.9 miles. Same thing if I go to trip 2, 9,999.9. Can anybody with a Corvette C8 confirm that? I mean, I'm looking at it, so obviously it's confirmed right now, but I would think that would still climb higher. I didn't realize it would top out before hitting 10,000 or going further. You know, obviously if we hit the clear button, which I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna press and hold and clear it out. How do you clear it out? There we go, you gotta let it go. You'll also notice that his average speed over the life of this vehicle is 28.7 and fuel economy is 17.9. And I say the life of the vehicle, but really it's like 2,000 miles shy of the life of the vehicle. I'm breaking into the edit right now just to confirm that I'm not an idiot. So as I'm editing the video, I'm looking at this and I'm seeing 9,999.9. Could it just be a coincidence that I pulled the vehicle up and it was at that exact number and it just had to be driven to get over 10,000 miles and continue the trip odometer? But we did clear it, and if I look at trip 2, it is now at 0.2 miles, which means, yes, it looks like it caps out at 9,999.9. One of the great features about the C8 Corvette are all different modes, which we changed with this little wheel here. It's going to show you on the bottom portion of your screen what mode you're in. Right now we're in touring. It'll also show you up on your screen here. So if I turn this over, we're going to go from touring to sport mode, and you can see steering, suspension, your engine shift points, your brake feel, your engine sound, and your traction management are all things that can be adjusted, or they're all different, I should say, depending on what mode. Like there's track mode. The next one we'll go into, if I go back to sport, will be touring. And then if we go down again, it'll be my mode, where you can actually edit and you can change the settings of how you want them to be edited by just pressing and choosing. Do you want sport track? Do you want sport feel for suspension and maybe touring for steering? You can go and modify. You also have a weather mode, which is going to be, you know, basically the best way to drive the vehicle in, you know, rain, or if you ever got caught in any kind of snow or ice, things like that. I imagine you wouldn't want to drive in that, but I guess if you did, that would be the mode to be in. And then you also have Z mode, which is something you can program. It's a quick touch button. You can put it to Z mode, and that's going to show you, and actually we can see exactly where the previous owner had it. He had his steering centered, suspension was the softest, most aggressive as far as engine shift, middle as far as the brake feel. Let me put this back on here. Full exhaust sound, which means he wanted the highest level exhaust, and he's got the lowest level for the traction management. And again, you can go in and you can edit this to whatever your particular specifications or preferences would be. I would love to be able to take this out for a ride and give you a little, you know, a little drive in the car. However, like I said, it is sold. So we're not going to drive it. We're just going to park it in the back, put the top back up, and I'm not sure exactly when the customer is going to pick it up because I didn't sell it, but when they do, we'll have it fully detailed and ready to go. If for some reason the deal falls through and they don't take the vehicle, I'll definitely make some sort of a drive video, kind of test driving it, because quite frankly, I would enjoy that.